stop working your side hustle right now. Seriously, just stop. Did Elon have a side hustle when he was building PayPal or Tesla? Did Zuckerberg have a side hustle when he first started to grow Facebook back in 2010? Starting a side hustle is the worst thing you could possibly be doing right now. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what the problems are with starting a side hustle and also show you exactly what you should be doing instead to get the results that you really want. Just as a disclaimer, this is going to be a longer video, so if you literally have the attention span of a goldfish, then it's highly likely that you're going to be stuck at that 9-to-5 job that you hate for the rest of your life. I'm sorry to be harsh, guys, but tough love is necessary sometimes. All right, now that we're just left with the high achievers and the winners at this point, let's go ahead and get started. Most people portray you as a homely person doing some simple task, get some products to sell on Amazon, take some online surveys, and you'll be making an extra $1,000 per month. All right, guys, let's be real here. If you're having issues with money, these side hustles are nothing but a band-aid for your problems and a temporary fix for a long-term issue. While this kind of stuff used to work in the early 2000s, now all of these markets have become extremely oversaturated and you probably won't even get the results that you're looking for. You're working a 9-to-5 that takes up most of your time, and then the only few hours that you have left in the day are spent really trying to build up extra income or quick cash on a side hustle that's highly unlikely to get you the actual return on all of the time that you've invested into it. And then once you realize that it's not going to work, or you see how difficult it actually is, then they quit and move on to another side hustle, starting a whole cycle all over again. Secondly, most people have been led to believe that they should diversify their income streams just to build more wealth, not realizing that this is exactly the opposite of what wealthy people actually do to build their wealth. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with actually having multiple income streams as a whole. The problem is your entire focus is better spent on one income stream, building that into a highly successful brand or business. Then you can diversify when you have an excess amount of money to invest into something else, building something meaningful that's going to help you make more money and create real wealth for yourself, not just bringing in a couple $100s a month. Even if you're actually able to get your side hustle off the ground, most people end up failing when it comes to long-term scalability and growth, which can drastically limit your ability to build long-term wealth from it. When I was younger, I started a business fixing other people's computers when they had issues. On the surface, it seemed like it was a great business idea at the time. In reality, what it meant was that I would have to run all over the city going to random people's houses because I didn't have a brick and mortar store to go to, which was super uncomfortable, not to mention dangerous. Secondly, as I actually grew the business, it would force me to either stay local to the area or hire more people to actually run a brick and mortar store long term, which wasn't something that was going to fit into the type of lifestyle that I wanted to be living. It wouldn't have scaled long term in the way that was actually working for me. Instead, it really would have worked against me, become an unwanted responsibility had I actually been able to take it that far. When it comes to building wealth, you cannot get there if you're only focused on short-term gains and quick fixes. When you're so focused on how you're going to make your next dollar, you miss out on the millions of dollars behind that would have come in had you been thinking bigger and more long-term about the goals that you have today. So you're probably thinking, with all of these problems with having a side hustle, what's the real solution here? Well, the solution to these problems is actually simple. Instead of thinking about or working on short-term quick fixes, it's time for you to start building a long-term plan to wealth. Now, I'm not talking about another side hustle or get rich quick scheme or any of these other internet scams. I'm actually talking about a real intangible business that provides value to others and benefits to both those around you as well as yourself. See, the difference between starting a side hustle and building an actual business is that over time, all the energy that you've put into it comes back to you tenfold. In the digital economy, you have the ability to reach millions of people globally that you would have never had access to before, and those numbers are only growing every single day. You can create a product or service that people actually need based off something you're naturally good at or passionate about, and then you can share it with millions and get paid what you're actually worth instead of an hourly rate. No more scrambling for a few extra $100s to make more income. No more get rich quick schemes that don't actually work. No more struggling trying to make ends meet or suffering at a job that you hate. When you build a business or a personal brand properly, you will never struggle with these problems again. You'll have more time freedom, more physical freedom, and most importantly, more financial freedom to spend your time doing things that you actually enjoy and living the life that you know you deserve. So what I'm really talking about here is starting a passion-based online business, doing something that you actually love and enjoy and are passionate about. Let me run through some of the benefits this type of business model offers that most don't. No startup costs, time and location freedom and flexibility, being able to make money while you're pursuing your passion, passions, making a positive impact on the world with what you have to offer, limitless earning potential, global reach, building a legacy. Most importantly, your passion is going to fuel your persistence to make the business as successful as possible because you love what you're doing. You don't have to decide to start right now, but just know that I've already planted a seed in the back of your mind for a better life, because now you understand that it's possible for you to be doing something that you actually enjoy instead of doing things that you hate to survive. If you're tired of all the problems that come along with having a side hustle and are actually looking to start a business that you're truly passionate about, there's a much better option for you. I've created a completely free case study on how I helped another entrepreneur grow her passion-based business from 0 to 40,000 in just 90 days. In that video, I go through the full story of what it took to get my client there and run through the step-by-step process that I took to help her grow. So go ahead and click on the video that you see on the screen, and then I'll see you in the next one.